Is using a self-signed certificate a vulnerability? No. A self-signed certificate by itself is not a vulnerability, but it depends heavily on how and where it is used. When self-signed is not really a vulnerability, so these are like some of the cases when you can say self-signed certificate is not a vulnerability. If you are using it internally for lab setups, management of the devices, and if this is combined with proper controls, like if you are trusting the certificate manually, you are adding it to the client's laptop, and you are restricting the device management to specific IP addresses. In such cases, a self-signed certificate is not actually a vulnerability. But if you are using self-signed certificate on production environment, or you can say production applications, so where your applications are hosted over public, where you can't tell a client or you can't install a certificate or a CA onto a public client, right? So in such cases, it can be treated as a vulnerability, and it's recommended to only use a public trusted certificate for production application. But if it is management internal within the controller network, then yes, you can use self-signed certificate and you can't treat it as a vulnerability itself. That depends on where it is being used. So I can say when it is a vulnerability, you should treat it as a real security issue when used on public facing websites, used for login portals, authentications, or so basically anything outside your controlled environment. Then you should always use a public trusted certificate and not a self-signed certificate. But for labs, internal use, management of the devices, and in a controlled environment, you can use self-signed certificate and should not be treated as a vulnerability. Thanks for watching, Rosa.